Hello everyone, welcome to Land of Enchantment Living. My name is Maria. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. In this video, I will be sharing with you a fake bake apple pie recipe that actually looks and smells like a real apple pie using mostly all Dollar Tree items. For this project, you will need a cake pan, a car wash sponge, harvest apple fragrance oil. All of those items are from Dollar Tree. You will also need some yellow craft paint, ground cinnamon, coffee stain, distress ink, a little bit of water, a small paintbrush, and I also have some UV resin here that is completely optional, some air dry clay, and I will leave the recipe to the coffee stain in the description box below. Dollar Tree does carry small 1-ounce packages of air dry clay, but you get more for your money by purchasing a bigger tub at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Walmart. The first step to making this fake bake is making the apple pie filling. You're going to take your car wash sponge and remove the outer microfiber cloth because we only need the sponge. Next, I'm going to take a serrated knife, cut the sponge in half, then using my scissors, cut some strips, then cut some little squares. I used the entire sponge to fill this cake pan.
Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like I am. Sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron. Sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other.
Next, I'm going to transfer the cut sponge pieces into a plastic Dollar Tree bowl. I use this bowl specifically for crafting. With a glove on my hand, I'll add a little bit of yellow craft paint to my hand, then mix the sponge around, transferring that paint onto the sponge. This is going to add color to the sponge, making it look like real diced apples.
He's gonna challenge me to be the best I can be.
Next, I'll add the Harvest Apple Fragrance Oil to the sponge and give it a good mix. I'll then add a tiny bit of the coffee stain along with some ground cinnamon, and this is going to make this fake bake smell and look like a real homemade apple pie.
Sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron. Sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together. Iron, sharpening iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. Calling us higher. Sharpening iron, calling me higher. Just like iron, sharpens iron.
And here's a close-up of the apple pie filling. Doesn't it look like real apples? And it smells so good. Moving on to making the pie crust. You want to start by taking a good amount of clay and kneading it as if it were real dough, making it a little more pliable. Then you want to start rolling it out into a long log shape, long enough to go around the entire rim of the cake pan. Once the log is long enough, you'll place it all around the rim. Because we want the pie to look as realistic as possible, we cannot have any of the inside of the pan showing. Taking my thumb, I'm going to press and smooth the clay at least halfway down onto the pan.
Beyond all means, it breaks the chains and gives strength to the weak. When I am lost, you're
When using air dry clay, you will notice some fingerprints. To remove them, all you do is take a paintbrush with a little bit of water, brush the water onto the clay, and use your fingers to smooth out the fingerprints. Now it's time to flute our clay, making this crust look realistic. Because my nails were a little long, I couldn't use my fingers to flute the clay, and so I had to use my knuckles to pinch and press the clay all around. If you notice that your clay is starting to crack, just add a little bit of water to the clay itself and to your fingers, and don't worry about all of those fingerprints because we are going to add a little bit of water in a while to the clay and use our fingers to smooth all of those prints out.
Go with me. Your grace alone can comfort me.
And here is our pie crust. We have it all fluted. I am just taking a little bit of water on the paintbrush, running my fingers all around, smoothing those fingerprints out. And I have to tell you guys, working with clay could get a little messy. Once I am done smoothing all of my fingerprints out, I'm going to go ahead and clean the bottom of this pan up.
You're there with me. Your grace alone can set me free.
Before we add our apple pie filling into our pan, I am going to add a little bit of Mod Podge to the sponge. Give it a good mix. This is going to keep all of these apple pieces together, and then I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into our pie pan and let the clay dry for 2 hours.
Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace.
And now it's time to get started on our lattice top. I went ahead and rolled out some clay. I rolled it out between 2 sheets of wax paper because I didn't want the clay sticking to my work surface. You want to make sure the clay is rolled out large enough to where the strips are long enough to cover the pie. I use a pizza cutter and a ruler as my guide to cut my strips. And here you're going to see me start placing my strips over the pie. But I thought these strips were way too thick, so I took them off, cut them a little thinner, then placed them back.
I know you're hurt. I can see it in your eyes, babe. You need to let your mind off things. No, it hurts. I can see it in your eyes, babe. But I know you have a lot to give. I know that it's getting cold. The waves are crashing in when the streams are getting.
So I'm going to make this fake bake a little fancy, so I'll take a thinner strip of clay, cut it down the middle, then braid those 2 strips together. Now it's time to weave the clay. Fold every other strip of clay back, then place the braided strip down, then fold the pieces of clay back over the braided strip, and you want to repeat this process until you have the entire pie weaved.
To get yourself together, things still get better if you just believe it. Yeah, it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in when the streams are getting strong. Just hold on to me.
To attach the strips of clay to the fluted crust, you want to fold the ends in, add a little bit of water to the clay, press the strips down along the edges. If you have too much clay hanging over the pie, simply use a knife to trim it down before attaching it to the fluted crust.
I'll be your guiding light. I'll be your guiding light. I'll be your guiding light.
here's a look at our apple pie now that we have the lattice top attached to the fluted crust. Don't you guys think this looks like a real apple pie? Now that we have this step done, it's time to set the pie aside to dry for 24 hours. And here we are 24 hours later, and it's time to add the finishing touches to the apple pie. And I have to say, guys, this pie is still very fragrant. It smells so good. I'll take some of my coffee stain and brush the stain all over the clay, making sure to get every surface of this clay. Make sure to take your time with this step because you do not want to miss any part of the clay, because it is a little noticeable when you miss even the slightest little part.
Start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many. When the old one's gone under the knife, and I can feel the sun.
And now that the clay has been painted with the coffee stain, I'll set the pie aside to dry for about an hour, and then I will come back and apply some distress ink in the color walnut, focusing on the edges, giving the clay a golden brown baked look, giving this pie a realistic baked apple pie crust. And I completely forgot to mention that I do give the clay 2 coats of the coffee stain.
It's a good day to live.
Okay guys, so this next step is completely optional. I've had some UV resin in my crafting stash for quite a while now, and so I'm going to apply some of the UV resin to the sponge, giving the apples a shiny, gooey look like this pie just came right out of the oven. Once I've added the resin, I'll cure it with my UV light.
On my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow.
To add a little more fragrance and shine to the pie, I'm taking the Apple Harvest fragrance oil from Dollar Tree and apply it to the crust using a little paintbrush.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today, it's a good day to live.
And here is our finished bake apple pie. I had so much fun making this project. Adding the UV resin made the sponge look gooey, made it look so realistic. I really hope that you guys are able to see the gooiness of that UV resin. Here I have it paired with my fall DIY apple crafts. If you guys missed that video, I will leave it linked in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think of this fake bake in the comment box below. I do have another fake bake video coming out soon, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button, because I will be doing a little giveaway in that video, and you guys definitely do not want to miss out on that. I really hope I've inspired you guys to make a fake bake apple pie of your own, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye.